Hi everyone, welcome to Crafting in Quarantine. My name is Dabney. I'm the young adult librarian at the Twin Lakes Library System and I use they, them pronouns. For today's craft, we are going to be doing some anime themed crafts. So we're going to be making magnets and buttons and also decorating a face mask. So I'm going to show you a few things and I'm going to turn this down and we'll get crafting. So first of all, one of the things we have at the Hancock branch is this really great button maker to where we can make our own buttons. And one thing that a lot of students like to do is print out pictures, cut them out, and make some custom buttons, specifically like anime buttons. So here's an example of one that we've made. Got the teacher from My Hero Academia, so that's the front of the button, and this is the back. So a legit button. But, I realized that pretty much no one has a button maker at home. So I'm going to show you a couple that you can make at home. So here's one. If you have some bottle caps, you can make. So I Mod Podge pasted this picture inside here, and to get it cut this shape, you can buy some like hole punches that punch out like the perfect size for a bottle cap. I think it's about a 1 inch in diameter. Or what you can do is you can just place your bottle cap down over your picture, trace around it, cut it out carefully, and that works as well. So you can make your bottle cap, like this is a magnet, so you can make your magnet like either putting the picture inside the cap or it could be on the outside of the cap. So instead I did the magnet here, but as you can see there's some paper underneath, so that's like originally there was a picture pasted on here. So it's whichever one you like. And as you can tell, this bottle cap was spray painted, so you could spray paint your bottle caps if you don't like, what's on the bottle cap originally. And this one is just a magnet, but you can also do a pin back for that. So that's what we are going to do. We're going to make a couple right now. And I don't have any bottle caps at home, so we're going to be using the top from, this was like a soy milk container, so we're going to see how that works. And then another thing you could do is sometimes you might end up with random pins or buttons that you don't actually want. Maybe they were freebies, and I'm going to cover a couple of those. So here are some like freebie ones that I don't actually want or could use, so I'm going to put some new pictures on these. Alright, so moving this down. And I'm wearing my Yuri on Ice shirt because anime crafts. So here I've already got some pictures cut out, and if you've been watching any of my videos, you all know that I'm kind of obsessed with the anime Free. So I've got the boys here. And these pictures I just got from like when we order different anime cases for the libraries, like these cases get recycled, but you can also cut out pictures and use them for crafts, which is what I do. So first of all, we're going to turn this into a pin. So I'm just going to try and cut this with these scissors and see how that works. Because this cap is a bit too deep, I felt like, so we're just going to trim it. And I haven't done this before, so you could also probably use maybe like an X-Acto knife for this, but I feel like that'd be kind of hard to control and you might accidentally cut yourself. Alright, there we go. So, let's see. I'm thinking I might do Ren on here. So we've got an option to put him on the front or the back. And honestly, I kind of like it this way. So I'm going to get out my Mod Podge. And we'll put a little bit on the back of his picture. Stick that on top of here, kind of center it. And I'm actually going to go over the top with Mod Podge 2 just to do like an extra seal. I think it would also help. You know what I should have done is I should have just put something heavy on this and kind of got it to seal that way, because it's kind of sticking up at the edges. So this might take a couple coats to get it to stay. And let's see. Like I said, I want this to be a pin. So maybe that won't work. Alright, this pin back actually doesn't fit on the back of here really well. So instead, we're going to do a magnet, which I have these little magnets here. You can just peel off the backing and stick them to the bottle cap. So we'll have to wait a minute for this to dry. So in the meantime, I'm actually going to put this bottle on top of here to hold it down, and we'll see how that works. Okay, it's kind of tipping over. Alright, well that was a thing. Okay, so now we are going to cover this one with a picture. So I'm just going to take it off of this card. And let's see, these are about the same. They're not quite as small. So in this case, I'm just going to put some glue on here. Stick the image I want on top. And then I'm just going to press it down. And I think one of the reasons these particular pictures aren't sticking as well as I kind of thought they were is because they're actually thicker paper. This came from like a case, so it kind of has like it's like extra thick and has some stuff on the back. So anyways, that's something to keep in mind when you're doing your craft, is the type of paper. This, we'll see how this does. It's also a little bit thick. Honestly, I think printer paper or magazine paper would probably be your best bet. So here I'm going to trace out the shape I want, and then we're going to cut that out. And even though this is, like I said, an anime craft, you can make this whatever you want, you know. If you're like big into the Avengers and you wanted to make Avengers buttons, you could do that. If you're into bands or different sports teams, or if you're like me and you're a book nerd, you can make obviously lots of book related stuff. This is not going to be perfect, but there we've got Suzuya, yeah, from Tokyo Ghoul Re, and we are going to just glue him onto here. And again, once this Mod Podge like seals, I'll probably go over the top of it some more with another coat of Mod Podge just to get the corners to seal onto here. And I didn't end up getting to show you guys how to do a pin, but this is what I was going to do, and you can just like put hot glue or this E6000 Plus on the back and stick it to your bottle cap. So that'd work really well, you know, if you just did it to the back of here instead of a magnet. Alright, and so for our final thing, I'm going to decorate a face mask. So I got like a freebie face mask, and I didn't really like what was on the other side. It was kind of like a promo face mask, and I tried to remove what was on the other side because it was like a vinyl printed thing and you can remove it. So I tried a couple different techniques, which I'll link in the video. I didn't have like a lot of success. Like, it's still there. So I did watch a video about somebody using like a solvent specifically for removing vinyl print, and it seemed to work really well for them. So, you know, that's a thing to keep in mind. If you have like old like face masks or shirts or whatever, and you just don't want that vinyl printed advertising or logos, you can remove that and repurpose it. But this was the other side of the mask, and honestly, it looked fine. So I went online and I looked up, you know, anime face mask, and they were all different cute kinds. And I really like this one, this like little cat face mask. So I did this, like I just kind of looked and did my best. It's not perfectly centered, which makes me sad. But I used this fabric marker just to kind of do the outline. And now I'm going to go over it with puff paint. This is, I think this glows in the dark, and it's pink. So squeeze a little bit out here. I'm just going to trace over what I've already drawn. Alright, getting the whiskers done. And I did do a mask tutorial back in April, which y'all can look up if you want to see kind of some masks that I sewed by hand. They're okay. They're not the best mask ever, but they get the job done. I still use them actually quite a bit. But this one is so nice. Like, it's very comfortable. Like, I like these fabric loops here, and the material is really soft. It feels like a very soft t-shirt. Alright, so now my mask is done, and it glows in the dark, so bonus, if I have to wear it out at night, people can see me coming and wonder who has a very cute cat face mask. That would be me. So, alright, turn this back up. So yeah, that is our craft video for today. Let's see. These face masks are always like super big on my face. I'm like, do I have a small face? Are all masks this big? But there we go. So I'm going to let this dry and then probably hand wash it. One thing with puff paint, if you put it in the washing machine and dryer, sometimes like the sides will get folded together and they stick together, and then you peel it apart and it's like a mess. I discovered that the hard way when I did like a whole shirt in puff paint with a really complicated design, and then I put it in the washer and dryer and it came out and it was terrible, and I was really sad about that. But yeah, so probably just hand wash this and then like hang it up to dry and it'll be fine. Let's see how these, oh, okay, this is turning out pretty good. This is our Rin magnet. And then here is our Haru button. And where is the other one? Then the I always want to say Shizu, but that's not it. Suzuya button. So, and just a reminder that we have tons of anime and manga at the library that you can check out at our drive-thru. If you ever want recommendations, please let me know. I think I'm going to be doing some posts about that soon because I just want people to know more about it. And there is like a very small amount of anime on Hoopla as well, like this movie I talked about last Friday. So, alright y'all, I'll see you later. Bye.